Hey, what's up, guys? With a Hallyu Blast.
I'm Serg.
And I'm Oscar, and welcome to K-Drama Friday. Today, we're going to be going over our top 5 male actors. Now, last week we did top 5 female actors, and the week before that, we did top 5 K-dramas.
Take them with a little bit of salt.
Yeah, that one was kind of hard to do.
Well, I mean, now, like, top 5 actresses was a little hard to do also.
Well, all these videos are
all hard.
It's really hard to pick.
There's too many.
There's so many.
There's too many.
Especially because, like, we're not sticking to a time frame, really.
We're really not.
Like, it's really spread out. Well, kind of, for the most part. But we know this is going to be a long video, so I say we just jump straight into this one. I believe I went first last time, so
I will go
you
first.
will start it off.
Number 5. And again, like, before we get in, like, this list is, yeah, it's in 1 through 5, but I mean, it's really hard to base these people on, like...
We try to sort them as...
I'm just putting them as is, you know, there's really no, like... Well, the actresses, yes, there was a distinct, but for male actors, all of the actors on my list are all unbelievable. And then there are some that I had separately, I was like, oh, I want to put them on the list, but, you know, I like these guys. Yeah. So the first guy is someone who I was relatively new. I saw both of his dramas this year, actually, or last year rather. I saw both of them. Woo Do-hwan is the actor's name. He was in I don't think you've seen him. He was in Save Me and Tempted. No, yeah, Tempted is the drama with Joy.
Oh, yeah. Wow! I have not seen
and he's with Taekyeon in Save Me, which you haven't seen either. It also has So Yeji, by the way. So Woo Do-hwan, unbelievably, you know, I really like the way he presents his character. You know, in Save Me, he's this like don't mess with me kind of person. You know, aptly so, because you know, spoiler, but he beats the shit out of a lot of people in that drama, which I adore. I love action. Yeah. And then Tempted, I like how his character was written, also giving off the, you know, bad boy impression kind of thing. Yeah. And then later on down the line, he becomes like this softy kind of person.
So how it usually goes.
That's how it usually goes, and I'm not, like, it's probably just the way the drama ended for Tempted, because about midway through it got a little hard to watch, I guess, because the conflict had already disappeared, which is a thing that you and I kind of have to different perspectives on all the time. So Woo Do-hwan, I mean, I know he's in another drama that's coming out in 2019, and I know that there's a drama that he recently did also again, but I can't remember the title of the drama for whatever reason. But yeah, Woo Do-hwan is my number 5. I'm really looking forward to more of him later on down the line. So
my number 5 is actually going to be Nam Joo-hyuk. I actually almost forgot about this guy. I'm not gonna lie. I had another actor in my top 5, and I was going through my drama list I watched because I knew there was actually another actor. I knew I was forgetting it, and then Serg actually brought him up, and I went back, and he was totally right. He was in Bride of the Water God.
Weightlifting
Fairy and Cheese in the Trap. I actually thoroughly enjoyed all of those dramas. You weren't really a big fan of Bride of the Water God. I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. Weightlifting Fairy, it's a good drama.
Yeah, it is.
But it wasn't too crazy. I did like his role though.
Yeah, I mean, if I can just add on real quick, I really feel like one of the stronger, and our friend Ryan and the thing agrees with us, is that the strongest and most interesting part of that drama was the fact of her, you know, weightlifting and stuff. And that was the most interesting thing. And it's something that she's not okay with, I guess. And toward the end, you know, she's doing this very inspiring lift, something that I would never be able to do in my life. And, you know, I really feel like that was the interesting part, and they kind of just ignore it, focusing more on the romance, which of course it's a romance melodrama. But you know, that's my 2 cents.
That's very true. Yeah. But I think my favorite drama he was in was probably Cheese in the Trap. Cheese in the Trap, it really caught me off guard. People were talking about that drama and a lot about his role. I heard about it, but I didn't watch it right away. And I think maybe a year later after it came out, I finally watched it. But it was a very good drama, and I ended up liking his role a lot. He just played it super well. I know he has a decent amount of other dramas, but I just haven't really watched any of them. But he is my number 5.
Awesome, awesome. Now number 4 for me. This is probably the only male actor that is both on Oscars and I's list. Also the actor that I've seen the most dramas with, actually, Lee Jong-suk.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Saw him in Pinocchio, Doctor Stranger, W, While You Were Sleeping, I Can Hear Your Voice, and he did have a cameo in Weightlifting Fairy.
Yeah,
what is to say about this guy, man? I mean, he's amazing in every single way. I mean, I don't like. If I'm gonna be honest, I usually start watching dramas because of the actress.
Yeah, that's how it really is.
He is one of the only actor that I will willingly watch a drama, no matter what.
Mm-hmm. He's a very good actor.
I just don't. He has everything nailed down. He's just so talented. There's really nothing to say. Much like how Oscar had issues with the girl female actors, like he just didn't know how to talk about them.
It's kind of hard sometimes.
Lee Jong-suk for me is just, he's kind of like a wall, a wall you can't cross. You shall not pass. Climb over. There's never, you can never say enough about him. Honestly.
I feel that, honestly.
Really, that's
really
like, I'm sure. I mean, if you're watching this, you know how talented Lee Jong-suk is. Yeah. I mean, there's not a.
His dramas are really good.
They're all very top,
really good.
All top tier dramas.
But I guess moving on to mine. So my number 4 is actually going to be an actor everyone's probably seen a lot of, and it's Kang Ki-young. He's actually, for the most part, a supporting actor, but I had actually write down all the dramas I saw him in. I've seen him a lot more than I thought I even have. But he was in What's Wrong with Secretary Kim, I'm Not a Robot, Weightlifting Fairy, W, Let's Fight Ghost, Come Back Mister, Oh My Ghostess, and High School King of Savvy.
I have seen all of those dramas except the last 2.
I've seen and I don't know. I think he's the one actor I'll always be super happy to see. I mean, of course, I have other actors on my dramas that, I like them a lot. They're obviously placed higher on my list for a reason. But, even though he has a supporting role, he's just really funny in each one he does. I'm never disappointed to see him. If there's ever a supporting actor that I want to see in a drama, if I could watch, I think it would always be him if I could, see him. He's just super funny, and he just rolls with what he's given, honestly. From what you can tell, he doesn't get a lot in some of these dramas, but I think I just finished watching him in Secretary Kim was the last one, or was it
Secretary Kim?
Yeah. And he was the main actor's best friend in there, but he played it just super well. I don't know, all of his characters are just this quirky kind of funny dude that somehow manages to annoy people, but I don't know. It's really good.
There's a drama that I've seen that you haven't, that he actually plays something opposite to that. So I'm not gonna tell you what drama it is, but you might be interested. You might be pushing to watch that drama a little bit more now.
Probably. Yeah, that's my number 4.
So my number 3 is Choi Jin-hyuk. I don't think you might have. Have you seen Emergency Couple?
Yes.
Song Ji-hyo? He was the main actor in that drama.
Okay. I know
he was also in Fated to Love You and Goo Family Book.
That's so.
Yeah. Have you seen Fated to Love You?
I don't think so.
Wow.
I don't know. Who's in that?
That's pretty much a staple for Korean dramas, and you haven't seen
Honestly, I haven't seen a lot of staples. I haven't seen
Do you know who Jang Nara is? The female actress, Jang Nara?
I need to say
I feel like you
I probably do.
You'd probably know her if you saw her face. Yeah. And then Jang Hyuk, who you'd probably also know if you saw his face.
To be honest, I don't watch a lot of the staples Boys Over Flowers or Coffee Prince.
Don't even get me started.
I haven't watched any of those.
Okay, that's just let's. So the first drama that I saw Choi Jin-hyuk in was probably Goo Family Book. I want to say it has Suzy and Lee Seung-gi in it. It's a historical drama, sci-fi historical drama, so you're not going to watch it.
I haven't watched it.
And of course he didn't have a major role. He was a supporting, he usually plays supporting roles if I recall. I feel like the only dramas that he plays a main one is Emergency Couple and Tunnel, which I still haven't seen, but I've heard good things about Tunnel. In Goo Family Book, you know, there's a spoiler. There's a scene where he plays a gumiho. Yeah, are you sure what a gumiho is, or something similar to it? I think it's a gumiho.
Isn't that only girls?
That might be girls. He plays like a mountain spirit, I guess. I don't know. I have to refresh my memory on it, but he plays this, you know, all powerful being or whatever.
Yeah.
And he falls in love with a female woman. And later on down the line, these army men come and they try to, you know, attack him and stuff like that. And they try to attack the female actress, and he unleashes his power and with the hope that he could protect her and she would still love him despite knowing what he is. Which I think is a gumiho. I think he plays a gumiho. I could be wrong again. I don't know. I know a gumiho's
a nine-tailed fox.
A nine-tailed fox, yeah. Yes. But in the end, you know, because you're not gonna watch it. In the end, she betrays him and she sees him as a monster, and it's just that that like betrayal.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that shit. Sorry. I love that feeling of just.
I haven't seen a drama like that in a long time. I think a lot of the ones I've watched lately have always been like the happy ending. Like, well, yeah, I think so for the most part.
That feeling of betrayal, like I cannot believe this person did this to another person. I love that.
I haven't watched one of those in a while.
Oh, I love that feeling, and he does it so well. He kills everyone.
I had a feeling he was gonna go that.
I love it. It's great. But he's one of the very first actors that I was like, okay, this is my dude right here. This is my guy. Fated to Love You. You know, I really wish that the female actress went over to him instead of Jang Hyuk, even though I like Jang Hyuk's character. But he's one of the soft spots for me. You know, I'll probably always also watch a drama that he's starred in, even if it's not as a main role, because he does play supporting roles. And but yeah, Choi Jin-hyuk. That's my dude right there.
Alright, so my number 3 is actually going to be Lee Jong-suk. This is actually the actor that we share in common. The only reason why mine's probably a little bit higher than him is because I was introduced to him fairly early on. Park Shin-hye was in his drama Pinocchio that he was in. And Park Shin-hye is one of the first actresses I really got to know, because I think the first drama I ever watched was Heirs. I love that drama, even though it's bad. It's great, honestly. But yeah, I started watching it because of her, and I think after that, I didn't really follow him intentionally, but he was in Doctor Stranger.
I think that's the first drama that I saw him.
That drama was really great. Like,
I think I just got off watching Good Doctor, and I was like, I need another medical drama. Yeah. I saw that one, I was like, oh, let me watch this one. Let me check this drama out.
I think that was around the time when I was just watching medical dramas, kind of more or less. And I had ended up watching him in that one. And then, what else? He was in Weightlifting Fairy, of course, which was just a cameo, though. And then I think that's... Oh, W. Actually, that might be a reason why he's a little bit higher on my list, because I just finished watching W.
You really need to watch while you were sleeping.
W is great.
You really need to watch while you were sleeping.
Is that the one with
Susie?
Susie, yeah. But I don't know. I guess it's easier to talk about W for me just because I literally just finished watching it. I loved his role there. I think he plays it perfectly. Like, he does a good job. He really pulls off that whole Chebol, like, arrogant.
He really does.
He just has that. Well, yeah. He has that look. I mean, I don't really, I guess, know what a Chebol looks like, to be honest. I guess that's just it could be really anyone. Yeah, really good. But just from like the image you're always painted in these dramas, like he just plays it so well. Like very well. He's really good at just playing this arrogant, cocky like character, and that's exactly what he was. But it was really cool to see him be able to like get knocked down in that drama when he comes into spoiler. When he I guess not really. When he comes into the real world and like he doesn't have anything, or when he's on the run and he's poor and he's like, make sure you give me back my change, like, because I ain't got no money now. But it was really cool to see it, and I don't know. That is my number 3 though.
My number 2 is no surprise is Gong Yu. It's my boy right there. It's my boy Gong Yu. Goblin. Saw him in Coffee Prince. Was the first drama that I'd ever seen with him. Goblin, of course, Train to Busan, and the movie Silence.
Train to Busan.
Yeah,
Totally forgot about
Yeah, he
that.
was in Train to Busan with Ma Dong-seok.
Yeah.
Silence. Well, Silence was the other movie that I saw him in. Silence was the movie I talked about in the dramas. And I made a
Oh, yeah, I remember.
I made a slight mistake. I said the plot of the movie was, you know, these people were harassing blind children. It was actually deaf children.
Deaf children.
So, you know. But Gong Yoo, man, I mean, much like Lee Jong-suk, what is there to say about this guy, you know? Coffee Prince... Oh, man, I think Coffee Prince, yeah. Coffee Prince was probably maybe the... I don't want to... No, I think it was...
That one had to be early on if you watched it.
It was pretty early on. I think it was the first drama I saw twice. Maybe.
Wow. I've yet to watch a drama twice. Actually, Secretary Kim will probably be my first one.
Well, there's a good reason for that. Yeah, I think it was either that one or Faded to Love You that I saw twice. For the first time twice.
Yeah.
And with you know, Gong Yoo, you know, he will also be another actor that I will watch almost anything in. I know that there's an older drama that he has called Big. I think it's on Viki. But I've never seen it, unfortunately. I probably will add it to the list, but later on down the line, because dramas are starting to pile up again now that
I still have.
Now that dramas are like the dramas that I've been waiting for are finishing, so I can just binge watch them. It's been getting harder to add dramas to my list. But Gong Yoo, man, I don't really know what to say about him. You know, he in Goblin, he really sold me as an actor. You know,
yeah.
He's so indecisive and then serious all at the same time. You know, it was just a real funny role for him in my opinion. You know, he had that chemistry he had with I can't remember his name all of a sudden, but with the Green Reaper.
Yeah, I can never remember his name.
It was at the tip of my tongue, it was at the back of my lungs, and I don't really know what to say. Gong Yoo, he's
solid, honestly. He
really is.
Yeah. But I guess that's moving on to my number 2, and it's gonna be Park Seo-joon. He was actually in Secretary Kim, Fight for My Way, She Was Pretty, and Kill Me Only. I think he was like it was more of a supporting actor though. Yeah, he's not the main actor. He was that drama. He was a supporting role, but that was actually my first introduction to him. It wasn't really anything then. I just saw him like, okay, that was cool. You know, I mean, he wasn't the main actor kind of thing, so I wasn't really paying attention to him. But I think he really got my attention in Fight for My Way. Because I think I had watched him in She Was Pretty. I did like his performance, but I think that drama overall, it was alright. It wasn't the craziest thing for me. And but he really did get my attention in Fight My Way. I've never watched a drama like that. I mean, it was about like UFC fighting. I don't never watched a drama about that, and it was really cool to see it. And just the chemistry he had with the main actress, which I can't remember her name. They just played it very well. But I think the show that sealed it for me is What's Wrong with Secretary Kim. I'm sorry. I just really liked that drama. That drama was really good. You know, another one of those guys that can just play a cello super, super great.
That's true. That is very, very true.
He played
really good at playing it.
that.
He plays really good, cocky, arrogant, narcissistic.
It's that kind that gets you annoyed, but it's funny. It's
I'm with you on that.
Because I remember there's this one scene where they're at a party. And there's these 3 girls, and they're all looking at him. They're like, oh, he looks so good looking, all this. And then he's looking their way, and he starts walking towards them. And he walks straight through the middle of them and brushes them off and goes to the mirror to check himself out.
Literally,
but like he does things like that so often through that drama, like that just very narcissistic guy. And he just does that amazingly. Like, he might beat the other one for being the best treble.
Lee Jong-suk?
No, I think it's just the narcissist thing that gets me. But
he's more of an egoist. Like, ego,
like,
his
I don't know. That role was just really great, and I think after watching him in that drama, I think I definitely will probably watch anything he's in now.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
2.
So finally, on to number 1. My number one actor, or I guess on the list, I guess apparently, is Jang Hyuk. You probably don't know who he is. If you saw his face, you would know who he is.
If I see his, I'm horrible with actors and actresses' names. I don't know why. It's so bad.
I've seen him in a couple of dramas. Shine or Go Crazy, historical drama. You're never gonna see it.
I've heard of it actually.
You've heard of it. It has Oh Yeon So in it, which is probably the reason why I watched it. Slave Hunters. I didn't finish it.
I do. Well, I know the other actor in there.
Oh Ji-ho. Oh Ji-ho's in it.
Is it him?
You don't know who he is though. I never showed you the picture of him.
He's an older guy, right? No. What? I'm thinking of another drama. Am I? I don't know. Keep going.
Fated to Love You, which I mentioned earlier, with Choi Jin Hyuk, and A Beautiful Mind. I know that there is 2 dramas that came out in 2018 that I missed. One is called The Voice, which he plays a cop, and then one just finished called Bad Papa, where he plays a breadwinner that's disappointed his family, so he goes into the world of underground boxing, which is gonna be hype.
I want to watch that.
Which is gonna be hype.
It kind of reminds me of this one drama that I watched. I don't remember who the main actor was, but it was like underground, like hobo fighting. That was lit.
But I remember watching Fated to Love You with my sister for the first time. And in one of the scenes, I think it was at the very, very beginning, you know, because he plays egoistic, narcissistic Chable also in that drama. There is a moment where he's trying to do a commercial with this actress, and he's like, "That's not how you do it. This is how you do it." So he takes off his shirt, and you just see his ripped body, and my sister's like, you know. She was shook. She loves Jang Hyuk as much as I do.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is how you do it. He like puts water on his hair, and it's like a Neutrogena commercial.
Yeah.
It's a very, very funny scene. And in most of his dramas, he pretty much does like the same laugh, which is I find slightly irritating.
It's like their trademark.
It's his trademark, so it's like I get it. You know, it's real. It suits him. It's really loud and exaggerated, which some of his moments can be, and I really appreciate that. I think it's real funny. It adds to his character. Yeah, no. So the drama that really sold me on was A Beautiful Mind, which unfortunately got cut short. I don't think you've seen it.
I think I remember you talking about.
Yeah, I mentioned that actress Park Soo-dam, who I've been keeping my eye on, and you know he has he's like this character who a doctor rather that doesn't have. I think he's a mental disability. He can't feel emotions, so you know his morals and ethics are kind of a little questionable. Yeah. And there's I think the reason why I think that drama stood out to me a lot is because in that drama, he has a wife, or a girlfriend rather, and this girlfriend's also a doctor. And spoiler alert, but there's gonna be a lot of spoilers. Excuse me. He does a good job of hiding that disability, because you know as a doctor you can't really have, I guess, that can't have that kind of thing. But she was unaware of it, and she comes to sooner or later find out that he has a disability. He's never felt love before. He's never felt happiness with this person. So normally, I guess you'd be upset. You know, you love someone that doesn't love you. You'd be relatively upset. You know, I guess so. So she does something to him that, like, is an act of betrayal. You know, I mentioned earlier, I really love those feelings.
Yeah.
But because of how his character is written, you know, he can't feel anything.
It's like, whatever.
It just falls off, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so great. But at the same time, I was like, where am I gonna put all this hate? I don't know where. It just stayed there. So, Fated to Love You was probably the one that really got to me. You know, Fated to Love You, I think I've seen 3 times now.
So I haven't even watched the drama twice.
Pretty long drama as well, and it has Jang Nado in it, who I absolutely adore. But I've only seen one of her dramas. That's why she was on my top 5 actresses. I absolutely adore her though. But Jang Hyuk, I mean, I think he's like one of the top actors in Korea, if I recall. I mean, he's always busy. He's never on any like variety shows or anything of the sort. Not that I'm aware of.
I mean, you don't really see actors and actresses like that, really. I think anyone on our list.
If I recall, I know he's in a music video, a very popular music video. Was it with JYP or was it with Conan? Was it with Psy?
I don't know.
I'll look it up in a little bit.
I have no idea.
But yeah, Choi Jin-hyuk is my number one. Wait, not Choi Jin-hyuk. Sorry, Jang Hyuk is my number one. He's my dude also. All these guys are my dudes. Like they're just really good actors. Yeah.
All right, so now it's time for my number one favorite actor, and that is gonna be Seo Eun-guk. I have actually watched him in a decent amount of dramas. He's the only male actor actually that I've gone back to see what dramas he's in and try to watch them. I think the first drama I watched him in was Master's Son. That was a really great drama, like really, really great. But it's kind of the same thing as some of the other actors. It was the first time I saw them, so didn't really catch my attention right away. But he did have a cameo in She Was Pretty and in Oh My Ghostess. I had recalled seeing them there, but the only reason I remember them is because of the next drama I had watched, and that was, I think it was High School King of Savvy? No, I lied. Squad 38. Squad 38. I think Squad 38 is really what did it for me, honestly. Like I've said before, that is my favorite drama. And it's funny because my number one actress, she was also pretty. She was his love interest. Wait, was she? Kinda, yeah. She was basically his love interest for the most part in Squad 38, which was Lee Sungbin dating Kwang Soo. I'm okay with that.
That's our boy right there. That's our boy.
I love Kwang Soo. He was actually gonna be on my list, but I've only watched like a couple of his actual like dramas and films. But anyways, I loved his character in Squad 38. I don't know that
I've seen him in was The Master's Son.
Master's Son?
Yeah.
Squad 38 is really good. You need to watch it. If you guys haven't watched it, watch Squad 38.
Adding it to the list.
Yeah, but after that, that's when I was like, man, I've seen this guy a couple times. I remembered his cameos. I remembered him in Master's Son. So I went back, looked at his other things, and I actually ended up watching Shopping King Louie, and that was because of the actress that was in it, Nam Ji-hyun. That was her name. I had actually watched it. Well, I watched it for him, but then I was surprised that she was in it. And I was like, whoa, like I hadn't seen her in a little bit. That drama was really cool. He basically plays this another chaebol for the most part, but spoilers, he ends up losing his memory and forgets, and he basically is just this dude with no memory, and she ends up taking care of him. That was just I don't know, I really like the chemistry they had together. And after that, I watched High School King of Savvy. That drama, it wasn't my favorite from him, honestly. It was alright after all. He's basically portraying his brother, taking place for his brother as a head of a director of a department, even though he was only a high school student, and he had to pretend like he knew how to like run this department when he had no idea. And I don't know, it was really funny to watch, honestly. But yeah, I just really enjoy watching his dramas. I do want to watch more of his past stuff that I haven't, but he is my number one.
Alright,
That was our top five.
Now that was our top 5 actors, you know, I mean, like, much like the actresses, subject to change. Because it was really hard,
yeah,
it really was.
Hard
I was torn between 3 or 4 other
Honorable
guys.
mentions.
Honorable mentions, An Kil-kang, Park Seo-joon, Song Joong-ki, of course, and I don't remember his name, Lord have mercy.
No. I have, I think I have...
Lee Seung-gi!
Oh,
Jesus.
There you go.
Sorry.
I had 3 honorable mentions I can think of. One is Ki. I've actually watched a couple of his dramas. I really enjoy watching him. Doojun from another idol actor. And then Song Joong-ki. I don't know why I said Lee. I was thinking of Kwang Soo.
Kwang
Soo also honestly honorable mention. I don't know, I do enjoy all those actors, but I think for them it's more of I haven't really watched a lot of their other things, and I think he doesn't really even have that much. I've just watched what he has had. But yeah, I don't know, those actors, if I watch their stuff, I'm pretty sure they would shoot up.
Yeah.
It's so hard to pick.
It really, really is. Very, very also, much like the other 2 videos, please put your top 5 male actors as well. Keep an eye on next Friday's video.
Next Friday, that's
where things are gonna start getting interesting.
Yeah, we're gonna try and do something. Honestly, way different than we have
it's gonna be
ever done before.
Much more different than like Oscar said.
Like nothing we've ever done.
We're gonna have to we're gonna dedicate some time to this.
Yeah, just like how you saw our intro, everything's changing.
Yeah.
Well,
not everything.
Kind of.
Yeah, we're still gonna do reactions every day. You know, there's always gonna be a video from us every single day.
Yeah.
But you know, there'll just be some days where the video will be different. We're still working out the other ideas. We're just focusing.
If you have any ideas, let us know below. Honestly,
we're just
open.
focusing on the drama idea first because it's the one that's gonna take up the most time. So I mean, look forward to it, I guess.
Yeah. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Like always, leave some feedback below. Hit that like and sub button, and that's all. See you later.